I am Alice of KHR Arts and Cloud Orchid Publishing, and today I wanted to talk to y'all about a concept that I like to call content is content. Now, what this means is that in the world of social media that we now live in, engagement and attention are very important currencies. And in order to get that attention and engagement, you need a lot of content. More than ever before. So let's get into it. What this means of content is content is that we need more content than ever before. And that means that we need to create massive amounts of content, and all of that content isn't necessarily going to be gold star standard, and that's okay. Now, please do note, I am not encouraging by any means putting out subpar content or AI slop. What this means is that in the name of getting more content out there, it's okay to not necessarily put out super polished pieces all the time. In fact, a lot of users actually prefer to see a lot of these unpolished pieces that feel a little bit more intimate, personal, behind the scenes, a little more realistic, if you will. Taking this into consideration, you can build for yourself a wide variety of content in terms of how polished that content is. And with content being content, it's super important to find how you can extrapolate the most amount of content out of each individual thing that you create. What exactly does that mean? So for instance, this video that I am filming with y'all is a long form piece of content that I'm going to upload to my Alice the Author YouTube channel. I am also going to cut it into little bite-sized pieces that I like to call clips that will be uploaded to my social media accounts. So my Facebook, my Twitter, my Blue Sky, my Threads, blah, 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 all those different places. And so these clips will be about under a minute long, just for the sake of brevity and attention span. And that's just what works best with most social media platforms these days. I also cut those clips to be formatted for the classic vertical that Instagram prefers, as well as I also use it for YouTube Shorts on my YouTube channel. All of those different pieces of content I get from this one video that I'm filming with y'all. That's what content is content means. It's finding different ways to create as much as you can using the same piece of content, as well as if you're doing a filming session where you're doing a lot of different takes, maybe from different angles, maybe you have some different outfits, maybe you have some different stuff going on, such as today. I'm filming a lot of content today. I film in batches. I don't film every single piece individually, like one day I film this thing and then the next day I film that thing. No, when I have a filming session, I'm filming anywhere from 3 to 10 things in a single day. And honestly, it's just the best use of my time to have these big batch recording sessions so that then I can take the content and days later, edit it and put it out as needed. And of course, extrapolate all these different pieces of content from those big batches. And with that, that means that I have done several different things with this single outfit, and that includes doing this YouTube video, filming some stuff for Bones Coffee, filming some stuff for Hot Chocolate Design Shoes, and in all of that, that means that I can also cross-use those items for different things, and I can have different levels of it. This super polished YouTube video versus me sitting on my couch with my iPhone filming my shoes. All these different things, even though I'm essentially creating all of the same content, but there's different levels of quality, there's different levels of length of the piece, and there's different goals with the different things that I'm going to do with the different pieces I extrapolate. In order to be a successful creator, and that includes being an author, thinking in this way when creating your content for your social media is crucial. Work smarter, not harder, is the name of the game. So the fact that I get all this content from one single video that I film is a huge lift for me. That means that that is extra that I don't have to sit down and record and re-record, do different takes, do different angles. It's, okay, here's the big polished piece, and I can lift all these smaller pieces out of that one big piece. That saves you so much time. While on the back end, it does sometimes mean more editing, ultimately, at least in my experience anyway, recording and doing everything required to do recording is far more time and effort than the actual sitting down and doing the editing and putting out the content in terms of the lifespan of a single piece of content, from me sitting down at my makeup table, getting dressed, getting the camera into position, getting the lighting right, recording it, doing all the different takes, and then editing for each individual piece of content. All of that upfront work takes far more time than it does to edit each individual piece for the lifespan of each individual piece. It just helps my schedule so much more. It helps my sanity so much more. And honestly, it gives me the ability to be able to put out more content without the huge struggle of having to do all of this all the time. Now, another form of content is content that I've found is that similar content, or content that you have curated for the best of intentions, isn't necessarily going to do what you think that it's going to do. As they say, the road to hell is paved with the best of intentions, and so is social media. There are plenty of posts that I have done where they have been very similar in call to action, in hashtags, in what is happening in the content, and one of them will only get like 150 views, and the other one will get 1,500 views. There's no rhyme or reason behind it. I posted them around the same time window in terms of one was posted on a Wednesday at noon, the other one was also posted on a different Wednesday at noon. For whatever reason, people just really liked that one piece and not the other. That happens. And honestly, there's not a whole lot you can do in terms of the chaos of the internet. Some videos, they may be amazing, polished, high quality. You put so much effort into them and nobody cares. It gets no views, it gets no engagement. And then you can put up something really silly and stupid and raw and it gets all of the views. That sort of thing happens all the time. In fact, that happened to me last year with this video, which I've referenced in a couple of my other videos. It is the video that went viral, and I don't use that word lightly. The fact that this video is approaching 8 million views. We're currently at 7.6 million views on this video. I never in my wildest dreams thought this video of all of my content that I have ever put out in the history of ever, that this video was the one to go viral. And that just goes to show that no matter how much planning you put in and how much social media strategy and know-how you have, you can't account for internet chaos. That video was honestly just a like, tee-hee, I got a cute new toy, let me post about it video. It was a quick thing I did in like 10 minutes. No prep work. I'm not even in the video. Not even my nails. Just me pointing a camera at my cute new toy, added some background music, voila. The internet went bonkers over it. And I'm not complaining by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just showing that there is a certain level of chaos that is impossible to harness when it comes to the internet. And you just got to roll with the punches with that, which is again why content is important, because you never know if that silly little throwaway video is going to go viral. You never know if maybe putting together a series of different videos will suddenly just skyrocket your account where you just have followers galore that just really love that content. You never know what could happen. So don't discount a piece of content just because it's not necessarily at A+ gold star quality. It could very well be the rough, raw piece that your followers or new followers are looking for. So make sure that you take this into consideration, that there is just that it factor out there and you have no way of knowing whether that particular video is going to fit that criteria or not. And I just want to close out by saying, once again, this is not an excuse to put out subpar content. This is not an excuse to put out AI grifting slop. This is not an excuse to just do half-assed shit, to be quite blunt. What I mean by this is, don't necessarily think that everything needs to be a 10 out of 10. It's okay to post content that's a 7 out of 10. That's great too. Don't discount your content, and make sure that you're putting out a variety of content, and make sure that you're squeezing out every usable drop of your content in order to get the most out of your social media, as well as get the most out of your work schedule. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please be sure to give it a like, and if you're new, subscribe. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.